But I'm going to tell you, sometimes as an entrepreneur, you just need to have that aggressive, young and dumb, I'm going to climb that mountain because it exists mentality. And that's what we had.
Hi, my name is Devon. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. I'm Devon Dickinson, and today I want to talk to you about staying young and staying dumb. And this comes from an experience that I had about 2 weeks ago. My wife and I we were back in California, and we were in the side of California where we very first moved to when we moved from Ohio and came across the country. Long story short, super short, is we loaded up everything in a U-Haul. We had zero money. I think my dad gave me like $200 for gas to get the U-Haul across the country from Ohio to California. When we showed up, we literally hadn't slept in a hotel because we had no money. So we just slept in the cab of the U-Haul. We had my wife, myself, and our little dog. And it was a great experience, but literally, 3 days driving across country, hadn't been in a hotel, got to California, Corona, California. We had $50 to our name when we landed in California. We bought Subway. We had our rent already paid for, and I had a car waiting for me. And that's how we showed up in California. And a couple of weeks ago, I don't live there anymore, but a couple of weeks ago, my wife and I were driving through that same town, and we stopped and we're like, oh my gosh, let's drive by our apartment complex. So we drove by like the first one or two apartment complexes that we lived in, swung through where our friends used to live, and then we drove up and passed our very first house that we bought. And all of a sudden, all of these memories started flooding back to me. And all I kept telling Cindy is like, man, we were so young and we were so dumb. And then I started realizing like how fortunate we were to be that young and that dumb, because we had nothing to lose. We lived our life like we had nothing to lose. And it's why I was able to be an entrepreneur, right? Because I didn't have all the answers. And I know I'm encouraging you, with this podcast to plan and to set these goals and stuff. And you should learn from my mistakes. But at the same time, there is something so sweet about being young and dumb. And now when I look at these, trying to make decisions, you're risking stuff, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I have a family of 4. I've got, this success, and I've got this company. And I care for these employees. And so sometimes my decision-making becomes so clouded because I don't have all the answers, because I guess I'm older and wiser instead of young and dumb. But I'm going to tell you, sometimes as an entrepreneur, you just need to have that aggressive, young and dumb, I'm going to climb that mountain because it exists mentality. And that's what we had. And I would tell you, we made crazy mistakes along the way, but we were taking risks and we were going for it. And so many of us live our lives on the sideline because we're afraid of risks, right? Or maybe you have accumulated something you're proud of, or maybe you do have a family. And I'm not telling you to be stupid. I guess I did say be young and dumb, but be young and aggressive, right? Keep that heart. And I think today about like some of the things that I'm reflecting upon in the decision making, I'm like, I would have absolutely done that, 25 years ago. And now all of a sudden I'm sitting back and overthinking things and overanalyzing them, when sometimes you just don't have all the answers. You just got to be young and dumb and go for it. I'm Devon. This is Whiteboard Entrepreneur. I hope this helps. Take a quick moment and hit that subscribe button for more content.